Well, we are running behind schedule, and guess whose fault it is? The boss, which unfortunately happens to be me. But anyways, got the first load of bees ready to go, and gonna get the second one ready. And of course, a minor fatality. Well, actually not fatality. Actually, the bees, not exactly the way you want to assess your hives, but they're actually looking decent. So we'll finish putting these together, and that just breaks your heart seeing that on the ground, but that was my mistake. So, but yeah, no, good sized clusters. So I'm down in a cup of coffee here real quick, and then get this last semi loaded that is waiting for us on to California. Wave, Tyler. Alrighty, so here comes the second truck. Get him loaded, and then that is at least the first part of the whole California thing in the bag. First part as in just getting the bees down there. It's always a, and forgive me if I'm not making too much cognitive sense and or educational material here. This is always a stressful time of the year for us, for me particularly, even though I have to say this year we're probably more organized and things are going more smoothly than ever before. But there's just so many, and this is just typical agriculture. I mean, there's just so many moving parts that are involved, and you're always trying to figure out, what wheel or wheels may fall off. But everything's looking really good. Even those 2 pallets of bees that I tipped over, bees look really good. And so, get our butts down to California and be able to open all these and actually see where we're at. And that'll be another, hopefully, sigh of relief. I think we will. I mean, I think we were really on top of the mites and everything. So I think we should be just fine. But, those of you, even if you have 1 hive, 2 hives, sometimes it can feel like you do everything right, but things still happen. And that's kind of the same way, the paranoia you get at this size as well. And we're not really a large beekeeping operation. I mean, on average, we're running 1,200 hives. We're probably going to go up to about 1,400 this year. But it's still that same dynamic. However, one thing has not changed, and that is nutrition and mites. You've heard me say it a lot before, but that really is what it comes down to. So anyway, I'm going to keep staging these down closer to the shop there so we can get this second guy loaded. I've got a lot of respect for truck drivers. They actually, well, 3 of my brother-in-laws are owner-operators too, but even before I was married, it's a tough way to make a living, tough way. So anyways, catch you later. Oh, fresh coffee, cool. So here's the learning curve for today. And it's funny, it's something that none of us have come across. Ironically, none of the drivers, me, but we were being really conservative in the amount of hives that we loaded on the trucks, just because, we don't want to be overweight and all that jazz. But between how heavy our hives are and then our rainfall and the wood absorbing the water, we were overweight. So one driver came back and we had to do some switching around with load, and got that all taken care of now. And so now we're just going to get the last load tarped, and then they're going to be out. But yeah, one of those just continual learning things, frustrating, but at the same time, I mean, you can choose how to look at these things, and business has enough challenges. You don't need to upset yourself more than what you need to. So I'm going to go help clean up another little mess here, which I got to take responsibility for. I was trying to unload the full stacks here. And Tyler, how many messes have you cleaned up of mine today already?
This will be number 3.
This is number 3. Loose bowels. I got loose bowels.